So today I've randomly decided that I'm going to do some baking. Got an old book from my folks, and today I'm going to make some biscuits or cookies for American listeners. Well, it's not for the American listeners, but you know what I mean. So I'll be using this recipe book, and I'll be making these farmhouse biscuits. They look really good and kind of easy to do. Now I just need to actually get dressed and off we go. So first I've added the about 115 grams of butter. I'm now going to add an extra 100 grams of brown sugar. Okay, so I've got the sugar in there, and now I've got to mix it all together. So after a small explosion, because it's the wrong kind of mixer, I just gave up and just decided to use a fork. So yes, that's what we've got so far. I've just added 70 grams of chunky peanut butter, and then after I finish mixing all that together, I then add 1 egg. So in here we have half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and 55 grams of plain flour, which I now have to sieve into our mixture. So this is where some experimentation is going to happen. So I need to chop up the walnuts for 55 grams. Now the muesli I got already has raisins in it. So the muesli is supposed to be 170, but because there's already raisins in it, I put it up to 190, and then the raisins I have to add in addition, which were 55 grams, I've put down to 30. So hopefully that should offset the amount of raisins that's already in the muesli. So this is kind of what we have now. It looks very, I don't know if it's supposed to be as crispy as this looks. So next time I might not add the extra muesli and just kind of manage the fact that there may just be a bit extra raisins. Yeah, now I'm going to put them in the oven. Right, so as we've got a relatively medium-sized baking tray, the instructions said to use a tablespoon. So these are kind of a good size. So at the moment it's like I can only do like 6 at a time, and there's quite a bit of mixture. So I've got to leave them in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes until they're lightly brown at about 180 degrees. Let's see how these do. So they've come out a bit soft. I've got to leave them in for about 16 minutes. So they're a bit soft to the touch. I'm gonna wait for them to cool down, and then we do the final taste test. And now for the taste test. Not particularly sweet, but I could always add a bit more sugar next time, but still quite warm. Overall, I think it's okay. I don't think this is going to shake the world, but I could happily do this again.